What's up, guys? It's Nile, and welcome to my creative world. This is a world that I haven't made any videos on until now, and I'm not really sure why, to be honest. This is where I kind of experiment with my like city building and whatnot. So that's why we got some skyscrapers and mansions in the background. The other day I was thinking, I was like, I haven't made a video about my yacht, and this is like one of my favorite builds that I've done in Minecraft. I built this yacht probably 2 years ago, and like I don't know, I don't furnish much like of my builds, which YouTube's pushing me to do that because I know y'all like to see stuff that's complete and furnished, and it just adds like so much more to the build. So hopefully I'm gonna start working on that. But back in the day, this was 2 years ago, so this was before I was making any videos at all, and I furnished this one, and I don't know, I was really proud of it. So I'm just gonna give y'all a little tour today. Um, so it's right here off the main. I call this kind of the main coast of my like city. This city, it's been through a lot. Like there was no planning done, so everything's just kind of bundled together. I can do a tour of this world eventually, um, but for now, this is just a little glimpse. But yeah, so this yacht is located right off the shore, and it's much bigger than any of the other yachts, as you can see on this world. That gray one over there is the gray and white one is my first rendition of a yacht. It was the first time I built a yacht, and I just kind of experimented with shapes and just getting it all together. And then I kind of stepped it up a little, and that's when I built this one. Um, I do wish I had built it white now, because I mean a classic yacht, that's white, like that's the style, or black, that would look cool too. But I actually went with red. I'm not really sure what motivated this. Maybe just going out of the box. But I mean, it doesn't look bad. That's for sure. I don't know. That's one thing that I would have changed on it. So we're gonna start on the top floor and work our way down. Okay, so this, the I just got on the world, and I'm just going straight into the tour. But these used to be they all used to look like this. They were like little beds just laid out for tanning. And there were some up here with little tables. As you can see, though, they have melted. So that's one thing that hasn't aged very well on this boat. And as you can see, there's not much detail. There's just a very plain balcony. And this is something that I do completely different today. So you'll see how like certain things that I would build nowadays have completely changed. Like I'd probably make this floor a little more detailed, and add more detail, maybe umbrella, who knows. But to start the tour, we're gonna hop into this hallway right here. And each floor kind of has a hallway like this except for the bottom floor. And it just kind of it's a main cut through between one side to the other, and then the rooms branch off from these hallways. So if we walk in and we go to our left, this is the navigation room. So in the navigation room, we have this is where the person, if this was in real life, this is where the person would drive the boat. And I just put a few different little redstone pieces right here to look like driving equipment. And then we've got two desks over here where somebody would be on like sonar. I don't know why you'd have like crazy sonar on like a yacht, but navigation, like certain things like that. So you got a computer and other things. So there's like, it's like we're working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're working with like 5 people driving this boat because it's a pretty big boat. But yeah, that does it for the navigation room. So moving over to across the hallway, this little wall right here, it's a little map wall I made a little bit back of the city. A few parts are cut off down in the southern regions, and over in the top right, all of that is pretty much built over now. That is grass. So this is kind of like a memorabilia of the world because I've been working on this world for a while, and um, this shows like an outdated version, so I've left it here. Of like, see, all this is like city now, and it's just kind of remembering what it used to be like. And a few of them are updated. Like I think like some of these tiles are updated just because I accidentally broke them or something like that. And like, but yeah, so most of this is all changed. So it's kind of cool looking back at what it used to be. All right, so if we walk down this little hallway provides some privacy for the master bedroom. But you walk down this hallway and you're greeted with the master bed. You've got, your little side table, your grand bed, and your TV that pops out of the ceiling. And then if we walk over here, you have the bathroom. And this is when I really started experimenting with interiors because, as I was saying, I didn't really do interiors at the time. So when I put this banner here and acted like it was a towel rack, it was revolutionary. As well as the bar of soap over here. But yeah, so this is one of the little rooms that I was proud of because this really started my interior design in Minecraft. So moving on to the next floor, we'll just walk out of here, and the staircases there we go. The staircases are a little janky, okay? So I was never happy with the staircases, and this is them. They just run along the outside, and I mean that's yacht fashion, like the staircase like this. But the way I designed them, I just was never really happy with them. And since I wasn't recording videos when I built this, I didn't really push myself to like go in and do the extra work to change it because I mean nobody was gonna see it. It was just me having fun. But this is definitely something I'd redo nowadays if I built this boat again. Alright, so here's our next hallway. This hallway branches much farther because this floor is much bigger. If we go to the right, we have some reading nooks. And I remember I got this off a Corrales inspiration video of a different yacht that he toured. And I saw those reading nooks and I was like, I don't know why, but I find those so cool. So I'm gonna put a few in my yacht. And followed up by a tennis court because I mean some billionaire out here that's got this massive yacht, they're gonna put everything they can inside of it just to flex. So we got a tennis court. I don't know how the waves would act upon it, but it does. I'm sure you can play. And then out here on the deck, we have a helicopter pad. There's no helicopter, but this is how the billionaire gets to their yacht. Because I mean, not all the time is it going to be docked at a dock, like right now. It's not stationary. And then we got a little skylight, and this was supposed to be like an anchor kind of design, like where they store the anchor, or like normally the anchor comes out from like right here, and maybe this is where they kept all the wire that hoists the anchor down and up. But so that completes the front of the boat. So then if we hop back in the same hallway and take a left, we have two bedrooms. They're just very small, simple bedrooms with a bathroom each. And it's generally the same design, just different colors and paintings. And then, if we keep going down this hallway, we run into another little hallway, just like the one over there, that just goes back and forth so you can easily navigate the yacht. And this is an interesting little section right here. So if we walk in and go to our left, we actually have an art gallery, which I believe, I can't remember exactly, but I think I also got this from a Corrales inspiration. Because like Corrales, he does awesome videos, and there's so much inspiration you can gather from him. And I definitely like, nowadays I wish I had gone in and made my own kind of art gallery design. But this does the job, and I definitely like this design. It looks very cool. So you have a little art gallery. It's in a weird spot, because it's right across from the kitchen. This is the kitchen, and I tried to make an entrance to the dining room where you could go straight through, or you could go through the kitchen, just in case you're, I forgot what you call them, boat, I don't know, the people who work on your boat could like serve you from this entrance instead of walking down the main hallway. Because I feel like that's something very realistic that is included in many yachts. Now this is definitely not realistic included in many yachts. So it's basically the table is a skylight to the basketball court down below. So you can sit here eating, and I guess you could look down and, watch people play basketball. And then there's also this other skylight over here of the other goal. So if you really wanted to, you could run back and forth and watch the game. I don't know why you would do that, but the option's there. So that completes this floor. So now we're going to go back to the staircase. And this staircase is on the opposite side, as you can see. And this is my favorite floor. Because, well, okay, I guess you can count this as the same floor. So on this floor you have your little waterfall with your pool. And I can't remember if I mentioned earlier, but there is a hot tub on the second story. But on this floor, you have just the back deck with your fairly good sized pool. I mean, it's a pretty big pool. Big enough for dolphins and fish to spawn in. So if we go over here, you can see this is the full basketball court that we're just looking down at from the second story. And we'll get to that in a minute because there's more here than it seems. So then you can see there's a boat down here. And that also is included with the basketball court, which we'll get to in a minute. But we're going to go under the front of the yacht because I really like these builds over here. So this is the movie theater. I was so proud of this movie theater because I was like, if I had this in real life, like this would be the life. You got a massive screen and you got these massive couches where you could just lay out and watch a movie in your massive yacht. Like that'd be so awesome. And then to the sides, I just did a cool little theater design, just random little lights and whatnot. Now that I look at it, that kind of looks like a reflection. Even though it's not. I might have to use that more often. So then we can go behind the screen and work our way to the front. And this is the club. So I don't know how many people this person is having on their boat, but there's got to be a lot if there's its own club with a waterfall. So you got your tables and a weird little water design, but I was experimenting with things back in the day. And yes, there are fireworks in there where you can shoot off your own. Actually can't. I don't even know if I made a button to this. Oh wait, I think there used to be a button here and I accidentally destroyed it or something. But you could shoot off fireworks inside and it would look like confetti and stuff falling from the ceiling because it's a party in here. So yeah, you have your tables down here, and you can walk up this little staircase, or you can just go in here, and this is kind of like a dance room where you're over water. There's a lot of water in this boat. Hopefully it's not sinking. So then if we go up this staircase, we have a really, really cool little spot. This is the little lounge area, but what you can do is you can sit right here, and there's windows so you can see off into different areas of the city. And this was one of those features where I was like, that's cool. Like nobody's done that yet. Because remember, I did watch a lot of Corrales yacht tours building this, and I was like, this is out of the box. And you can actually see a little submarine over there. But so now if we go to the next floor, we have the DJ booth. Now, I know, this isn't very creative. I mean, it's just stone brick stairs. But But yeah, this is the DJ booth, and this is where the man's just pumping out some music, you know. But he's also got this little button right here that he can press. And if I stand over here, and I can't see my crosshair, so I'm gonna try and press it. Shoots off some fireworks from the front of the yacht. Like you can't beat that. And so everybody in the city knows you're having a party out on the yacht, and you're just having a good time. So now moving on to the basketball court. This is it's hard to say. Like I really like the front of the boat, but I also like this area. So this is not only the basketball court, but this is how you get to the other rooms in the back of the yacht. There was a really weird design that I came up with, but I think it works. But it does cause weird little things like this. Like if you think about walking down to like a bedroom, you don't think about walking across a basketball court, but in this yacht, that's kind of what you have to do. So yeah, it's just a simple basketball court. I actually like this basketball goal design because it's just a hopper, and it just works. Like it's very simple, and it's not too much. Like it's very small for a basketball goal. And I had to do that because I was not working with much room here. Okay, so now if you walk across the basketball court and walk down here, you have a few different pathways. That direction has nothing, but on this right side, there is a pathway to. Okay, yeah, we'll tour this first. So we have a staircase, and down here we have my fishing boat, which is basically just a mini yacht inside of my yacht. And it's on a little lift system right here that in theory would drop this boat down into the water, and you could drive this boat right out the side. And this is another feature that I found very cool. Think about having this in real life. That'd be so cool. And it's got that just normal fishing boat design. But I do like the design of this boat, and I need to build it on like a new world or something, just out in the open. Or maybe on this world. I don't know. I'm thinking about starting a new world. But, so yeah, that's the boat lift. And so then if we go to the other side of this hallway, we go down this staircase. And this is the basement of the yacht. This is the lowest point that the yacht gets to. And in here we have 2 bedrooms. And these bedrooms are really cool because the window is actually under the water. So you can see the fish and the city all from under the water. And I just thought that's a nice little unique design. I don't know how realistic that would be, but it's there. And then we have a bathroom, and it's the same design over here. Wait, is that carpet? Oh, yeah, so it just changes the colors and whatnot, but same idea. And then at the end of this hallway, we have a bowling alley. Now this is one of those things where I was like, if you're hitting some waves and your boat's moving enough, there is no way that you're going to accurately bowl anything. Like this, you go for it and the boat leans a little and your ball just goes like off to the right. So I don't know how this would work. Maybe we have a gyroscopic stabilization in the boat, but it's imagination. You just got to roll with it. And then you have your little seats while you're waiting for somebody to bowl. And this is where your score would be up here. And using these as bowling pins is a cool little design. Like I like that. It's nice, compact. I've seen other designs where people use like more realistic things that are like actually white, like a bowling pin. But I think this is a nice design. Now I do think if you had more space, making this a little wider would be ideal. But this definitely works and does the job for a small, compact design. And oh yeah, and then also this is just where your bowling ball would come back up and out of the ground, how bowling balls do somehow. But that completes the tour of the yacht. It wasn't super long. I know I kind of rambled a little, so I definitely made it a little longer than it needed to, because this is actually, I mean, it's a big boat, but the rooms are pretty big, so there's not a ton to like go through. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and just let me know what you think of the boat, since it was an earlier build. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.